Hello, Yankees Nation. Welcome back to your trusted dugout for everything Pinstripes, New York Yankees News Network, where true fans like you stay ahead of every pitch, play, and power move. Today's episode is red hot and packed with breaking news that just hit the wire a few hours ago. We've got updates that impact the heart and soul of this Yankees roster, from a stunning closer injury that shakes up the bullpen, to a heartfelt confession from our captain Aaron Judge that proves his love for New York runs deeper than the outfield walls of Yankee Stadium. So if you live and breathe Yankees baseball, you already know. You can't afford to miss this one. And hey, if you're new here, welcome to the team. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always the first to hear what's happening in the Bronx. Now, let's jump into our first major update of the day. Update 1. Judge stays loyal, but Yankees lose their closer in stunning twist. In a day that brought both pride and concern to Yankees Nation, two massive stories broke that hit on opposite ends of the emotional spectrum. Let's start with the positive. Yankees superstar Aaron Judge opened up in a candid interview with USA Today's Bob Nightingale about why he chose to stay in New York, despite being chased by big money offers from West Coast powerhouses like the San Diego Padres and San Francisco Giants back in 2022. "This is where I always wanted to be, especially after getting drafted here," Judge said. "This is my home." Judge, drafted in 2013, has since become the very identity of the franchise. A two-time most valuable player, six-time All-Star, and forever fan favorite, Judge reminded us that loyalty still means something in baseball. When reflecting on Juan Soto's choice to sign a 15-year, $765 million contract with the New York Mets, Judge couldn't help but smile. "I might have been getting booed like Soto, so I'm happy with my decision." Soto, who was loudly booed when he returned to Yankee Stadium in May, made headlines for his dramatic switch after just 1 year in pinstripes and a World Series loss to the Dodgers. But Judge stayed, and right now, the Yankees are thriving with a 36-22 record, holding a 5.5-game lead over the Blue Jays in the American League East. However, just as one pillar showed his long-term commitment, another fell, literally. Closer Luke Weaver, who's been nothing short of lights out this season with a microscopic 1.05 earned run average and 8 saves in 24 games, is expected to land on the injured list. The news came shortly after Weaver felt a twinge in his hamstring during Sunday's 7-3 win over the Dodgers. Manager Aaron Boone confirmed he felt something while stretching, and an MRI on Monday revealed damage that could sideline him for 4 to 6 weeks, per ESPN's Jeff Passan. Weaver had taken over the closer's role after Devin Williams struggled early in the season, posting an alarming 11.25 earned run average in his first 10 outings. Since losing the role, Williams has quietly turned a corner, putting up 13 scoreless appearances in his last 15 games. Still, fans are nervous about him stepping back into ninth-inning duties. With no official announcement yet, all signs point to Williams reclaiming the closer role, at least temporarily, while the Yankees assess their options. It's a test of depth, and one that will play out with high stakes as the team heads into a critical stretch against the Cleveland Guardians. So in one dramatic day, Yankees fans were reminded of both the steady heart of this team, Aaron Judge, and the fragile nature of the bullpen that holds our victories together. Update 2. Carlos Carrasco out. Yankees quietly clear room for bullpen shakeup. In a subtle but telling move, the New York Yankees have placed veteran right-hander Carlos Carrasco on outright waivers, signaling what could be the beginning of a new wave of pitching strategy in the Bronx. According to Joel Sherman of the New York Post, the decision comes just hours after Carrasco was added to the roster in what looked like a precautionary measure. The Yankees' bullpen had been run ragged after a brutal 2-game stretch against the Los Angeles Dodgers that saw them drop back-to-back matchups, including a punishing 18-2 blowout on Saturday. In that game, starter Will Warren barely lasted more than one inning, and the bullpen had to scramble using 7 different pitchers just to survive. Enter Carrasco, a dependable, experienced arm who was supposed to provide temporary relief. But with Sunday's game going far more smoothly, thanks to Ryan Yarbrough tossing 6 strong innings in a 7-3 win, Carrasco never even got a shot to step on the mound. Now, the timing of this waiver move points to another key piece in the puzzle, Fernando Cruz. The hard-throwing righty is expected to come off the injured list as early as Tuesday, and Carrasco seems to be the odd man out. Although technically still on the roster, Carrasco's position is clearly hanging by a thread. This isn't Carrasco's first roster shuffle with the Yanks this year. After a rocky stint earlier in the season where he logged 32 innings with a 5.91 earned run average, he was previously designated and then cleared waivers, eventually accepting an outright assignment to AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre. There, he showed flashes of promise in one start but then got rocked in the next, giving up 5 earned runs without even finishing the second inning. Let's be real. Carrasco's numbers don't make a strong case for a call-up, and with the Yankees eyeing October, there's simply no room for instability on the mound. His placement on waivers may not attract much interest, given his recent struggles, but teams desperate for pitching depth due to injuries might still take a flyer. If he goes unclaimed, Carrasco has the right to elect free agency, though he chose to stick with the Rail Riders last time. The bigger takeaway? This move shows the Yankees are being surgical with their roster. They're not just looking to fill innings, they want arms that can perform under postseason pressure. And if Carrasco can't offer that reliability, there are others waiting in the wings who just might. This could also open the door for more movement in the Yankees' bullpen as we inch closer to the trade deadline and the return of key injured players. The message is clear. The Yankees aren't settling, they're reloading. Update 3. Max power move? Yankees eye underrated draft gem in sneaky trade deadline buildup. As June kicks off, the buzz around Major League Baseball is intensifying. And for Yankees fans, it's more than just trade rumors. A surprising but strategic prediction has surfaced, and it could mean New York is about to add one of the most intriguing college sluggers in the upcoming 2025 Major League Baseball draft. According to Baseball America's Carlos Carrasco, the Yankees are projected to select Max Belyeu, a dynamic outfielder from Texas, with their number 39 overall pick in July's draft. That may sound like just another pick, but insiders believe this could be a hidden gem and a foundational move for the Yankees' future outfield depth. Belyeu hasn't played since March 28th due to a thumb injury, which is likely why he's dropped slightly in projections. But before that setback, scouts say he was trending as a first-round lock, praised for his elite contact ability, power potential, and strong throwing arm. He's ranked as the number 31 overall prospect in the draft by MLB.com, meaning if he falls to the Yankees at 39, it could be a steal. One of the best all-around offensive players in the college crop, writes MLB.com, noting Belyeu's knack for hitting for average and power while maintaining sharp plate discipline. His left-handed swing is tailor-made for line drives, and he has the ability to launch balls to all parts of the field. While some scouts have noted inconsistencies against off-speed pitches last summer, especially in the Cape Cod League, Belyeu showed massive improvement this spring, enough to regain elite prospect status. Defensively, he may not stick in center field due to inconsistent reads, but with a strong and accurate arm, right field could be his long-term home, which has Yankees fans dreaming of an outfield corner anchored by this potential star. Here's where it gets even more interesting. The timing of this prediction aligns with the Yankees' current Major League strategy. With the trade deadline looming on July 31st and the draft beginning just 2 weeks earlier on July 13th, Every roster decision now feels connected. The front office isn't just making win-now moves. They're thinking 2 steps ahead, laying a blueprint that mixes immediate postseason push with long-term roster construction. Max Belyeu may not be the headline-grabbing name like Aaron Judge or Juan Soto, but he represents something equally important: depth, vision, and value. And in a sport where one bat can change the future, this pick could end up being one of Brian Cashman's most quietly brilliant moves in years. Whether Belyeu ends up wearing pinstripes or not, the Yankees front office is showing that they're not just reactive. They're proactive, strategic, and still building towards sustained dominance. And there you have it, Yankees Nation. 3 massive updates that just dropped hours ago, shaping the current and future outlook of our Bronx Bombers. From Aaron Judge's heartfelt message about loyalty, to bullpen chess moves with Carlos Carrasco, and a sneaky slick draft prediction that could add a future slugger to our lineup. It's clear that the Yankees are playing a long and calculated game. What are your thoughts on today's updates? Are you as fired up as we are? Drop your opinions in the comments. We read them all and love hearing from die-hard fans like you. And hey, if you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, subscribe to New York Yankees News Network, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat in Yankees baseball. Until next time, stay proud, stay loud, and let's go Yankees.